The idea of consortium approach was to bring all the institutions working in the single area. Suppose there are 3-4 institutions which are working on the machine translation technology using various approaches. They were brought on a single platform to work together, to pool in their knowledge, and also the language dependence so far in the technology development was a major factor. If somebody was developing English to Hindi machine translation system, its use cannot be extended to other languages because the technology has been wired for that specific language. So we planned to develop language independent engines, and those engines were made to work with the language verticals from each state who will provide the data with respect to their language, so that the systems can be tuned for a particular language. So with this became a national initiative to bring the technology to a level. So the phase 1 of the project of consortium approach was a struggle towards working together, putting standards in place to work together, and also to make sure that the common thread of integration exists within the modules. So almost 1.5 year effort had gone into building the system to work together, and gradually the phase 1 of these projects is going to be over very shortly, and most of them have definitely come out with technologies which are showing a promising use in the applications. So for the time being, we will try to put these technologies to more testing through the data center. We are going to deploy these on our data center by maybe 2-3 months ahead, and then it will become available for the public use and feedback. So in the meantime, the second phase of the projects will start to refine the technology further. So we will look up to the state governments to cooperate with us with respect to their language, pull in their resources in terms of the manpower, in terms of whatever resources are available within the state to support these efforts and carry them forward. So the involvement of software engineering practices culture was also brought in so that the technology could be productized later. So these are some of the consortia which started as early as 2006. English to Indian languages machine translation systems for 6 language pairs, in which English to Tamil is also covered. Indian language to Indian language machine translation, the major effort was linking the national language with the state languages. So these are bidirectional translation pairs from Hindi to Tamil and Tamil to Hindi, and there was an additional effort to link Tamil with other southern languages, Telugu to Tamil and Malayalam to Tamil, and also with Hindi. There is a separate project which is a new conceptual concept of cross-lingual information access. Since the information on the web is going to come in all Indian languages, suppose I am searching a page on a particular topic, so I should be able to get access to all the information which is available, irrespective of the language. Then with the help of machine translation systems, I should be able to translate. I get the snippet in my own language. If I see that the page is worth using, then I can take the help of machine translation systems and then can use that information for my consumption. So there are 6 languages covered in this. Tamil is one of the languages. Then optical character recognition. The character level of accuracy of 98 to 99% has been achieved, and the next phase is attempting to achieve more than 95% word level accuracy. So the Tamil language is covered there along with other 9 scripts. The online handwriting recognition systems are being built because a lot of data collection has to be done for our RGI project, the census data and health data. Various ministries collect lots of data at the state level, at the central level. So if OSWR technology matures, this data collection will become very easy. Especially I am finding the RGI these days is collecting the data in the local language. So transliteration and all, there are many issues involved because if they capture the data in local languages and in the computer they have to translate it to English and store it parallelly in English also. So those standards also we are looking at. So English to Indian language machine translation system, this is a screen dump of English to Tamil translation. So I don't know how far satisfactory it is, but definitely this will become available for public use within next 2-3 months. Then we will welcome the feedback and suggestions to further improvise this technology. Then we have There are various tools and resources for Tamil which have been developed while working on this machine translation system. So there are tag-based grammars for Tamil. There are translation engines. Actually, various technologies are being tried for machine translation systems. One is tag grammar, tree adjoining grammar, and there are PCFG parsers which have been used. So various techniques are being used to see what techniques give us the best results, and even we have system in place where we have the same input sent to various engines, and the output we have a priority and ranking module which gives us the best translation outcome. So we can show the multiple outcomes also, but the ranking algorithms are available to show single outcome also. So there are various corporas developed for facilitating this research while working on this project. And there is a bilingual lexicon got developed, and the tag-based grammar trees are available. This tree data also will become available shortly, so people can use it for further research. Actually, these intermediate tools probably are not of direct consumption by the people, but this will fuel the research activity at other engineering institutions. So we'll try to see how the models, how we can mentor the new institutions to work in this area, which has been constantly our effort. So Indian language to Indian language machine translation system, as I already mentioned, the 9 language translation pairs are there. So this is one Tamil to Hindi translation available through the system, and Hindi to Tamil. If you want, I can read the left side so that you can tell me the right side. It's okay. You can make out what it is. Okay. Thank you. So I will compliment my researchers that the community is feeling happy with the efforts made. Some of my researchers are present here, so it's a very, I think, morale boosting input for us. So under ILMT project also, various modules have been developed: tokenizer module, morph analyzer module, pause taggers. Recently we had a number of meetings for over 1.5 years to define the pause tag set. Whenever the research projects are happening, they are building their own standards and doing their work. So now we have started extending those, looking at those standards, so that we have to work across, Indo-Aryan languages, we have Dravidian languages, we have some Tibeto-Burman languages in this 22 range of languages. So we are trying to work out a single standard which should be serviceable across the languages, also accommodating the needs of the individual languages. So this pause tag standard was built as a part of ILMT project for 11 languages, and we are extending it now for 22 languages and trying to follow the ISO standards and also the internationalized practices of W3C standards to define a single pause tag standard in the shape of a XML schema, which people can use it for their research. So named entity recognition modules have been developed because the names cannot be translated, so they need to be handled differently, and especially in view of the phonetic nuances, this becomes especially important. So parsers for Tamil have been developed. So all these modules will shortly become available. So many of the institutions who will be coming to this conference, I think I request people to indicate their expression of interest to Mr. Venkat Rangan, so we can see how devise ways how we can rope in the new institutions to learn this area and start research in this area by assigning BTech projects, by assigning MTech projects to their students, and we can attach them to the some of our research institutions which can mentor them.